Hear me in the World Vibes Radio. Why they my youths, yeah? Not take no talkie. Be careful of some places where you walk. Some no know God, them no read Bible. Then we shoot you down with them rifle. Do not bring no guns, come to town. It's World Vibes, tell them leave that at home. Them better bring love, come to town. It's I say spread the joy around. World Vibes Radio. And not taking this, you know. Let's go and teach your youths them. Play some good music. Educate them.
Yo, check this out. This is Anthony Cruz, and you don't know it's the Diaspora Connection featuring Kabbalah for Jamaicans with Joshua. Keep it locked, man. Blaze it hot. Anthony Cruz.
Yeah. I've lifted mine eyes and I've seen the sign of the times. Daddy Marcus prophesied there not in long time. Oh Lord, with the ignorance of our people has held us captives of our own mind. Can't you see we're running out of time? Hey, hey. Let's change our lives, my brothers and sisters, answer the calling of the Father. He's the only one that's willing to save us divine. Get ready for a new time. I've seen a new sign. I bingy chant right. Mother Nature revealed it, and I do believe it. Yeah. Get ready for a new time. I've seen a new sign. I bingy chant right. Mother Nature revealed it, and I do believe it. Whoa,
cause we know we're not gonna get away with the wrongs we continue to display. A scripture from the good book say, according to our works we shall get paid. We've gotta be sure the things we've done is being worthy under the sun.
Get ready for a new time. I've seen a new sign, and I bingy chant right. Mother Nature revealed it, and I do believe it. Get ready for a new time. I've seen a new sign, and I bingy chant right. Mother Nature revealed it, and I do believe it. Whoa, fire. So then I bingy chant right. That you might hate, cause in this new time we gotta live to love and everyone learn to appreciate. Let's change our lives, my brothers and sisters, answer the calling of the Father. He's the only one that's willing to save us divine. Get ready for a new time. I've seen a new sign, and I bingy chant right. Mother Nature revealed it, and I do believe it. Get ready for a new time. I've seen a new sign, and I bingy chant right. Mother Nature revealed it, and I do believe it.
Cause we know we're not gonna get away with the wrongs we continue to display.
It's a while since I've been trying to get on. But you keep on saying you don't know what to do. Don't know much about you, yet you're always on my mind. So all you gotta do is leave it to time. Everything will be fine. Time alone can do anything. Time can move any mountain. Time will make you realize someone's in love with you. Baby, it's true. Oh. Skidibidibidoo, yeah. So what are we gonna do? Punchy Lou, now you know how I feel. Will you ever realize that I'm won't break your heart. Now you know it right from the start. So leave it to time. Time alone can do anything. Time will move in the mountain. Time will make you realize someone's in love with you. Baby, it's true. Oh yeah. Baby, it's true. See, yeah. Since I've been trying to get it on with you, but you keep on saying you don't know what to do. Make up your mind and give it a try. Now you know the score. 'Cause girl, I've been knocking your door. So leave it to time. Time alone can do anything. Time can move in the mountain. Time will make you realize someone's in love with you. Baby, it's true. Oh yeah. Time alone can do anything. Time can move in the mountain. Time will make you realize someone's in love with you. Baby, it's true. Oh. Don't ever forget where you're coming from. No. Don't ever forget those who helped you along your way. Your ego flies high to the sky. Remember what goes around comes around. Everyone needs someone, but it seems you've forgotten. You should never burn your bridges behind you, 'cause you never know what life has in store for you. Always do the good and good will follow, 'cause you never know what happens tomorrow. Time is the master, yet time can be disaster. Help a brother if he's down, yeah. Love and be loved, and you'll be blessed from above. But it seems you've forgotten. You should never burn your bridges behind you, 'cause you never know what life has in store for you. Always do the good and good will follow, 'cause you never know what happens tomorrow. Help a brother if he's down. Love and be loved, and you'll be blessed from above. But it seems you've forgotten. Yeah, you should never burn your bridges behind you, 'cause you never know what life has in store for you. Always do the good and good will follow, 'cause you never know what happens tomorrow.
be that you have the gift to capture my heart and answer my wish? Could it be that you have what it takes for love to survive in your smile? Your smile, your words, I can read between the lines and I see clearly where you're coming from. And in your eyes, I can see you really want me, but won't say, please stay. Could it be that you have the gift to capture my heart and answer my wish? Could it be that you have what it takes for love to survive in your smile? In your Your smile, I can see a new horizon right before me. I can't believe my eyes when you touch. I can feel the transformation as my heart melts away. Could it be that you have the gift to capture my heart and answer my wish? Could it be that you have what it takes for love to survive in your smile? In your smile.
1 2 1 2.
Could it be that you have the gift to capture my heart and answer my wish? Could it be that you have what it takes for love to survive in your smile?
My Father, my God, yeah. You've been my Father for as long as I can remember. A Father till the end. You've been my friend, a friend for all eternity. The closest friend to me, yes. And when the road of life seemed rough and rocky, you were there for me. You keep me strong with your blessings and true with your mercy. You'll always be my Father, my friend, my God, my guide. Forever you will be, and I will walk by your side. My Father, my friend, my God, my guide. My love for you I'll never hide. No. You are my God, the only one I ever had. You prove your love for me, yes. You are my guide, your footsteps I will walk with pride. My praises I'll give to thee. You're my Father, my friend, my God, my guide. Forever you will be, and I will sing by your side. My Father, my friend, my God, my guide. My love for you I'll never hide. Oh my God, strong with your blessings and true with your mercy. You'll always be my Father, my friend, my God, my guide. Forever you will be, and I will walk by your side. My Father, my friend, my God, my guide. My love for you I'll never hide. You're my Father, my friend, my God, my guide. Forever you will be, and I will walk by your side. My Father, my friend, my God, my guide. My love for you I'll never hide. You're my Father, my friend, my God, my guide. Forever you will be, and I will sing by your side. You're my Father, my friend, my God.
Good evening,
my
everyone,
guide.
and welcome to
My love for
Kabbalah for Jamaicans, episode 138. You're listening to AJ Brown, father and friend on the time rhythm. So I want to say good evening and welcome to our listeners. And good evening to Raquel Marcia, who was also with us again last night.
Evening, good evening, good evening.
Good evening, my dear. Thank you so much for joining us. You know, um, like I said last night, there's so much to share. So much we would like our people to know. The things that we've learned. You know, the benefits of incorporating these things in their lives. Yeah, so we have to try and use this time and expose them to as much as possible because, you know, we have the benefit of studying for, you know, yeah, about 10 years now.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not- More than 10 years in a Joshua. Yeah, because I've been with Verizon 11 years going on 12. I remember
Okay, yeah,
when I met
before
you, I was
that.
working with Irma. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Whoa. Whoa, whoa,
yeah.
whoa.
So time fly. Yep.
Beautiful, beautiful. And you see, and the people that you get to speak to, and, you know, even tonight when you share, our listeners will get the benefit of those years, right?
Wow.
And it's interesting that those who come after us won't have to go through what we went through, you know? And they have their own challenges, but the things that we were able to overcome helped them, will help them. And a lot of people will start getting it quicker, right? And remember, we only need 22,000. I'm going to start saying that every night. We only need 22,000. Are you one of the 22,000?
Trying.
I think you are. I think you are. And, you know, Friday is the new moon of Scorpio. So, you know, it's interesting that it always comes around the time we were in the portion of Noah, right? Because of the flood. Scorpio is a water sign. The flood occurred in this month, the month of Scorpio. And so we're
Your
going to
month.
eh?
Your month.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah,
believe it's
yeah.
a year already that week. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the interesting thing is that according to the Gregorian calendar, which we're very familiar with, right? I am November 20th, so that is Scorpio. But in the Hebrew calendar, I'm 4 Kislev, I'm 4th of Sagittarius. So um, it's it's very interesting because Scorpio being the water sign and Sagittarius being the fire sign. It's like me, both things are going inside of me. One I try cancel out the other, right? So, that's what I'm dealing with. And Baruch Hashem, um, again, the tools, the wisdom, I don't have the mind to do this on my own. None of us do. None of us want to think that we are, um, that we made the decision. Yes, there's a part of it for sure. That's where we activate our free will. That's where we utilize our free will, what to believe, what to move towards, even though a lot of it is programmed by our environment and the people that we're around and our families. But the moment we decide to follow the light, right, that's when we make a commitment. And it's an internal commitment. Doesn't mean that every day you're going to be perfect. But, you realize that without the light, life is meaningless. Because it's just going around on a wheel. Up and down, tree of knowledge of good and evil. But when you start to learn Kabbalah, and you start to partake of the tree of life, which is wisdom, okay, which we get from the Zohar and the teachings of Kabbalah, that's the tree of life. And as the Creator said in Genesis 3, behold, the man has become like one of us, to know both good and evil. Now, hopefully, he will eat also, he will take and eat also from the tree of life, and then live forever. Yeah. And it's interesting. I'm going to play a voice note from one of the teachers at the center. Actually, two. I'll play some things from the Rav on the new moon of Scorpio, and then we're going to play something later on about reincarnation, because the portion of Noach in Genesis refers strongly to the process of reincarnation and the need for it physically in the world of Malchut, where it kind of kick off in a big way. So yeah, I want to just say happy birthday to all the Scorpios out there. This Friday is a new moon of Scorpio according to the Hebrew calendar. Now we know the month of Scorpio is usually October 22nd to November 21st. And so the fact that my birthday is towards the latter part of that, it's not, I guess, unusual that according to the Hebrew calendar, I'm, let's see, first, 5 days. 5 days, because if it was November 22nd, it would have been Sagittarius. So, and then 4, so that's 6 days. Okay, 2 and then 4. Yeah, very close. And I'm going to read some things out of the Rav's book called Kabbalistic Astrology on the month of Scorpio. And then we're going to hear something from the Rav on the new moon of Scorpio. It's important for us to gain knowledge about these things. We must know. In Genesis, where it says Adam knew his wife, knowing indicates intimacy, and it's only through knowing can you manifest. So knowledge is the key, very key, principal thing. But now understanding, putting it together, using it as wisdom. Right? So connecting, knowing about these cosmic openings is critical to our development and our execution. They're opportunities for assistance. That's what they are. These cosmic openings where certain energies are coming forth, if we don't first know about them or to know how to harness them, to utilize them, then we're not getting the benefit. And that's why those who practice Judaism all around the world, you see them operating at a higher frequency. Very successful, very influential, unified as a people, right? Self-sustainable for the most part. And it's because of the wisdom. The wisdom. The knowledge about the spiritual system and how to interact with it so that it will work on your behalf. So it can work on your behalf. And the study of Kabbalah is the understanding of how to allow the universe to work on our behalf, teach us how to avoid negativity, right? Teach us the things that are considered to be negative, evil. And evil is as plain as selfishness. You don't have to be a murderer. You know, a person who is selfish and doesn't treat people well can be considered evil. That behavior is evil. The Torah breaks it down and the Zohar very simple. And you know, there's a movie, The Usual Suspects, and a very famous quote in there, Kabbalistic quote, where it says, the greatest trick that the devil ever played on humanity was to make them believe that he didn't exist. The greatest trick. So, as a student of Kabbalah, you learn how to identify certain things because it teaches you about your ego, because we're all sleeping with the enemy. And when we say the enemy, our opponent, which is our ego. And desire to receive for the self alone. And through the wisdom, through the knowledge, through the understanding, we learn how to combat that force because it is an actual force. And if you don't recognize that it is a force, if you don't recognize how it behaves, then you've lost. You've lost the battle. Because that is what we are here to transform. Not to get rid of it, but to transform it through good works. And good works only come from proper understanding. So we must learn. We must take time to study or even to listen to others, to the sages. Make your connections as many times as you can. It's not an all or nothing situation. Every connection is worth something. Right? Just all depends on what you take from it. How focused you are. So, let's hear about the month of Scorpio. Kabbalistic astrology. The Hebrew name for Scorpio is Mar Heshvan. It's the 8th month on the lunar calendar. Like Aries, it is ruled by the planet Mars, named after the Roman god of war. The symbol for the month, the sign is the scorpion. The letters that connect us to the spiritual energy of the month is the letter Dalet, and which created the planet Mars, and the Nun, which created the sign of Scorpio. So here we're being taught that The Hebrew letters is what's responsible for the planets and the constellation. And for those of you who have been listening for some time, you know that I've said the Hebrew letters are the DNA of creation. And here's an example of that. So the letters that connect us to the spiritual energy of the month of Scorpio, are Dalet, which created Mars, and the letter Nun, which created the sign of Scorpio. Together, those two letters form the Aramaic word Din, which means judgment. Judgment can be cruel, harsh, and unfeeling. It can burn like fire. Combined with mercy, however, judgment has great healing potential. When you meet a Scorpio, you can feel his or her energy and know immediately that you are in the presence of a person to be reckoned with. Scorpios emanate powerful magnetism while at the same time appearing cold and reserved. They can be charming, bewitching, and even hypnotizing. In their presence, you feel attraction, but also uneasiness. Scorpio is ruled by Mars, but this does not mean that Scorpions are courageous. It does mean that the mere idea of confrontation gets a Scorpio's blood up. As soon as Scorpios sense danger, they go into high gear, ready for any encounter. And when they strike, the first blow goes straight to the heart. Scorpions are strong, both spiritually and physically, and are endowed with the willpower to attain whatever goals they set for themselves. They are extremely independent. Scorpios do not feel comfortable unless they are in control and have the upper hand. Their determination is rivaled only by their impatience. According to the Book of Formation, every zodiac sign is associated with a particular part of the human body. It should come as no surprise that the region related to Scorpio is that of the sexual organs, the portion of the anatomy that so powerfully influences human behavior. Scorpios of both genders are often deemed sexy, but both can easily become destructive in the use of their sexual power. Scorpios love melodramatic stories and are gratified by extreme emotions. While they yearn for love and adore grand gestures, they do not like to display their need for love. Their jealousy is legendary. They simply cannot stand to see someone else with something that they want. Their envy is all the more dangerous because it expresses itself subtly. Scorpios love to work in secret. They are most discreet in their negative behavior when their desire to receive is at its highest. Scorpios can become consumed by envy that they shower their unsuspecting victims with negativity. Having a Scorpio as an enemy can be devastating. Scorpios are not very logical. But they are highly intuitive and can detect the innermost feelings of others. They immediately discern other people's weaknesses and will not hesitate to reveal them openly. Scorpios do not lie, either to themselves or to others, and are unburdened by any form of tact. If you want to find out about yourself, particularly your worst aspects, simply ask a Scorpio. Although Scorpions can be profoundly generous and giving, they usually seek to make the receiver dependent and subordinate. Their giving is not sharing in the true sense, since it is performed only to gain control. Scorpios want desperately to be in control, yet they are dominated by their emotions, carried from one extreme feeling to another. They can change from blind love to fierce hate in no time at all. They easily blame their distress on others and take out their anxieties on the people around them. They never forget a slight. Anyone, family, friends, bank tellers, who has ever made them suffer will feel their sting. Scorpios may even Scorpios may even be aware that their actions have a boomerang effect. That one day they will receive exactly what they give out. But this does not stop them. One second. They're aware that their actions may have a boomerang effect, but that doesn't stop them. What matters to a Scorpio is settling the score. Kabbalah tells us that we all have come into this world for the purpose of carrying out our tikkun, our correction. In order to accomplish this, you can either become more spiritually aware or through some external twist of fate, you can be led to an understanding of your correct path. The universe, like any other community or country, has laws by which it is governed. While you have been given free will and the right to do as you please, you are an integral part of this universe and are subject to its laws. The consequences of our actions are always waiting for us just around the corner. What goes around comes around. Scorpio is a water sign, but in Kabbalah, this sign is also very closely associated with fire. Whoa. Scorpios are living paradox. Water is a symbol of sharing and mercy, while fire is a symbol of judgment. The fire in Scorpio makes them impulsive. They have little patience, and they deny themselves time to think things through before they act. They become insensitive to others' needs. The healing, meaningful part of a Scorpio never gets a chance to emerge. Without mercy, judgment is cruel, harsh, and unfeeling. Scorpios have to temper their fire with water. Scorpios learn to detach from their emotions. Whenever you experience a surge of anger, passion, or hatred, you must endeavor to control it. Scorpios should stop manufacturing crises and drama that eventually overwhelm them and those around them. When Scorpios allow the water side of their character to emerge, they can transform their nature and ascend to higher levels of consciousness. That's what's written of the Scorpio. Wow. Wow. A lot of that certainly spoke to me, and I can see the areas that I have already corrected. Yeah, this is always good to hear this. So, happy birthday to all the Scorpions, and I'm gonna play a lecture now from the Rav on the new moon of Scorpio. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah.
the first day of this month, Rosh Chodesh Cheshvan, there are 2 days of Rosh Chodesh, but we're referring to the first day of the lunar month of Scorpio, is the most powerful, singular, energy, intelligent day of the year. There is no singular day more powerful than Rosh Chodesh Cheshvan. In other words, is that a good day to start things? There is no better day. Can you start? What about Yom Kippur? Is that more powerful? Yes and no. What do I mean by yes and no? Yom Kippur could be the end of Chas v'Sholem people, where the decree is death, or if the individual knows what Yom Kippur is all about, and he can elevate himself and contact the what I call the energy store of Bina and tap that power of Bina, he has life, a complete security shield. But it depends on what? On the activity of the human being. Depends on the amount of knowledge he has. Depends on his connection with Yom Kippur. But Yom Kippur, by and within itself, does not provide life and a security shield for everybody. Does not do it by and within itself. The first day of Cheshvan, says the Zohar, this month of Bull, is the most singular, powerful security day of the year. And therefore, that's the most proper day of the whole year to start new things. What does it mean? It means all you have to do is connect, make your connections. We know how to make connections with the cosmos, with the Dalet for Mars, and the Nun for Scorpio. Simple methods. The day is positivity. All that is required is you're connecting with it. That's all. Nothing more. And that day is the most powerful, positive day of the year. Again, does not conflict with what we're talking about. Mar Cheshvan, a day of bitter, a month of bitterness, a month of the deluge, of a flood. But let us remember, do you know when the flood began? What day of the month? The 17th day of the month. Now you know what 17 means. Also a coded message. A coded message. 17 means tov, good. Now how do we reconcile good? How do we reconcile good with the beginning of the deluge, with the beginning of the flood? It's an apparent contradiction or an apparent paradox. How do you reconcile both ideas? When were the tablets shattered? On the 17th day of Tammuz, when Moses came down from the mount. When did the beginning of the temple, the beginning of the destruction of the temple begin? On the 17th day of Tammuz. But that's a good day. It's the 17th day of the month. How does destruction begin? Whether it was the destruction of the temple or destruction of the world. How does it begin on the 17th day? Says the Zohar, only to teach us that there is no such thing as being lucky or unlucky. But if you made the connection, that is the way we can tap the positive aspect of it. Intrinsically, Cheshvan is bad. Who is it bad for? For everybody? It wasn't bad for Noah. For him it was all right. This whole reading of Noah, again, is not to tell us a story. It is to teach us that here, when you hear this, and if you can connect to God's teachings to Noah on how to protect and how to create a security shield, that's what you're creating when you get that same instruction. In other words, I go back in time to the time of the deluge, and I'm present when Noah is listening to God teaching him, the teacher, on how he can create a security shield. That's why you go to the Bet HaKnesset, to listen to this reading of the Torah.
is the Rav. That was actually news to me that the new moon of Scorpio is the most powerful day of the year. If I heard it before, I forgot it. Wow. And the best day to start a new venture. Okay. All right. So here's another one from the Rav. This one is about 8.5 minutes.
Chodesh Tov, everybody. Wonderful to be with you all. And approaching the new lunar month of Scorpio. And before I proceed any further in making an attempt to grasp as much as we can concerning the importance of the month of Scorpio, let us raise our consciousness in unison by reading the section concerning Scorpio, which of course originates with the oldest written document known to mankind today, the Sefer Yetzirah, the Book of Formation, authored by Abraham the Patriarch. For those of you who are unfamiliar with this book known as the Book of Formation, it is where the wellspring of all forms of celestial influences originate. The letter Nun is the origin of what the kind of influence that emerges during this month of Scorpio. This letter Nun created the month of Scorpio, the dollar that created Mars. The Hebrew name for the month of Scorpio is Cheshvan, but Abraham found it necessary to include the word Mar. Bitter. I mean, Abraham, give us a break. I mean, what about the other months? It just tells you this is the month of this or that. And here, Abraham, you found it necessary to add that this month could be a very bitter month if we don't know how to deal with it. If we are, like, unfortunately, 99% of human civilization, unaware of the influences that are emitted by virtue of celestial forces in the heavens. Number one, we know what the letter Nun stands for, according to the Zohar. Nun represents Nephilah, falling, meaning things that can go wrong, as Murphy said, will go wrong in this month. Structures fall, business fall, life falls, life ends. People fall out of grace. The word fall has so many implications. The origin is the letter Nun. Now, if we had a system by which I can capture and retain a dominion over that letter, I then, in effect, would be able to control, at least towards me and my life and my environment, the extent of chaos. When the Creator found the necessity of implanting into this universe chaos, because we know the reason, and there is a reason for chaos, and that is very briefly stated in our providing us with an opportunity to have free will. Free will. Because had the Creator created a world that there was no choosing, everything was just wonderful, then what free choice would we have? And because of bread of shame, and I don't want to go into all of these different principles and disciplines of Kabbalah, which provide us with a very broad understanding of our purpose and being in this world to begin with, that we needed opportunity by which, when chaos had set in, or chaos is about to set in, that we should be in a position to remove, or better yet, prevent this chaos that inevitably must reach this planet, but that it not reach me, my loved ones, my environment, and hopefully the entire world. Now I can go on and on and on for years just on this one subject of Scorpio, because it's a water sign. This month and all of its ramifications is what was responsible and is still responsible for the chaos of water, flooding, too much rain, lack of rain, drought, are all aspects that we can, with an Anamakoa, concentrating on the month of Scorpio. The verse in the Anamakoa, because Scorpio is together with Mars. It rules together. And Mars, the dollar that created Mars, again, what an opportunity to take hold of a letter. And today we understand what these minute, microscopic aspects of DNA have upon the effect of everything that emerges from it. Only recently, but we've known this for thousands of years, only recently that if you can control the development of the DNA, so maybe we can prevent a lot of the chaos that emerges in the physical structure of a human being. These letters were given to us not to create a language, but this universal system of language was there so that we can make use of these letters in our attempt to remove chaos from our world. Chodesh Tov to all of you.
Can someone tell me? Will someone talk to me? What have I done wrong? Lately I have had the strangest feeling, and it's piercing through my heart. Yes. Since of late I've been wondering why some people wanna tear me apart. Ooh, yes. I try my best to do what a man's supposed to do, yeah. And still it seems so hard to make it through. Well, I got to express from the depth of my mind this way I'm feeling, with answers yet to find. Tell me, what am I doing wrong? Why am I treated this way? Yeah. Talk to me, let's have a conversation. Hoping I can make right where I'm wrong. One thing I know, when we try to leave a bride, there's always someone to give you a fight. It's not my choice why the people are looking after me. It's the light of Jah they see. Still I'm not too big to apologize. If I've been wrong, just make me realize. But tell me, what am I doing wrong? Why am I treated this way? Oh, talk to me, let's have a conversation. Let's see if I can make right where I've been wrong. Please tell me, what am I doing wrong? Why am I treated this way? Oh yeah. Talk to me, let's have a conversation. Let me see if I can make right where I've been wrong. Oh, yeah. Let me know. Don't destroy my heart. Don't destroy my soul. Don't try to deceive me. The stabbing in my back. Lately I have had the strangest feeling, and it's piercing through my heart. Since of late I've been wondering why some people wanna tear me apart. Mankind, change your ways now before it's too late. The time is now, just say, don't hesitate. We should all stand up and cooperate. If we don't unite, then we are all out of place. Heed your words now before it's too late. The time is now, just say, don't hesitate. We should all stand up and cooperate. If we don't unite, then we are all out of place. If you want to be there at Zion Gate, you say you got to be there. Go set things straight. If you want to be there at Zion Gate, you say you got to be there.
I Lego this year one, yeah.
Things straight. If you want to be there at Zion Gate, you say you got to be there. Go set things straight. It's Zion Gate.
Haven't I told you, Jah gon' bless us and make us strong? I trust that we'll be there someday to come. I'd never doubted, I keep the faith all along. Good friend, I'm a servant, that's who I am. You surely deserve all the best there is. And I've got all the love to give. All the care there is. And we all got all the life to live. This is for you, my dear. A blessing to show I care. This is for you, my dear. Loving to show I care. I need your birthday, like my first day. This is the time when my words say I love you. Oh yeah. For the record, your presence was all my preference. Gonna make you glorious in front of all your friends. You only deserve all the love there is. And I've got all that love to give. Girl, you bring all the care and share there is. And we all got all our life to live. This is for you, my dear. Show you how much I care. This is for you, my dear. Show you how much I care. I always need you in my arms. I'm not like a system who wanna squeeze you out. Nothing I do won't leave you out. Yeah, you know. Whoa, we both can achieve. Nothing is too hard to overcome. Knowledge you perceive is like the shining sun. This is for you, my dear.
The portion of Noach is a great place to discuss the idea of reincarnation. Regarding reincarnation, which is a Kabbalistic concept, Rav Ashlag says in Wisdom of Truth, השתלשלות דורות העולם, אשר הגם שאנו רואים את הגופים שמתחלפים ועוברים מדור לדור לדור, we see that when generations come and go, from the physical body perspective, bodies die and bodies are born. הנה זהו רק מקרה הגופות. This only applies to the body. Bodies die, bodies are born. אולם הנפשות, but the souls, שהם עיקר העצמות של הגוף, which is the main essence of the body, our real self, the real aspect of any body is the soul within it. הם אינם נדרים במשפט בני חילוף. They are not just exchanged or switched around. They do not die, they are not born. אלא הם הנעתקות ובאות מגוף לגוף מדור לדור. They are copied and pasted from generation to generation. Bodies are born, bodies die. Souls are just moved from one to the next, to the next, to the next, until they are corrected. שאותן הנפשות שהיו בדור המבול, the same souls that were around in the generation of Noah's flood, הם הנעתקו והיו בדור ההפלגה. They are the same souls that came in the next generation, after the generation of the flood. A couple hundred years later, there was the generation of the Tower of Babel, where they built a structure. They wanted to reach God for the wrong intentions. And then eventually the Creator he mixed up their language, and from there the world was dispersed. It's called the generation of the dispersion. But it's the same people, meaning even hundreds of years later, it's the same people. And those same people, the generation of the dispersion, אחר כך בגלות מצרים, the same souls eventually came down into, they were in the 210 years of the exile of Egypt, the Israelite exile of Egypt, ואחר כך ביוצאי מצרים, and then those Israelites that left Egypt, the same souls. עד דורנו זה, until the generation we're in now, ועד גמר התיקון, until the final correction, the same souls. באופן שאין כאן בעולמנו שום נשמות חדשות על דרך התחדשות הגופות. So we find that there's no renewal of souls, like there's a renewal of the bodies, right? New bodies come, old bodies go. אלא רק סכום מסוים של נפשות באות ומתגלגלות על גלגל שינוי הצורה. Rather, there's a specific amount of souls, and again, because there's different, and this raises a whole bunch of questions which we won't go into, but the idea is that it's the same souls, and the soul will continue to come back again and again and again until it, A, corrects itself, and B, reveals the exact amount of light and benefit that it came to reveal in this world. These sparks of souls, they are sparks of God that need to be revealed in this world. Every single one of us has that soul, has that divine spark within us, and our duty is to add that value in this world, to reveal our godliness from within to this world. That can only happen if we correct ourselves. That can only happen if we correct mistakes, if we learn lessons, and specifically because we're talking about reincarnation, of course there's the random lessons and the random things, but mostly we're talking about patterns and themes. Patterns and themes. And this is how we know reincarnation is a thing. Because reincarnation is not just, this abstract concept. Reincarnation applies in one lifetime. You have, for example, in the last 10 years, think about where you were 10 years ago. Oh, that was a different lifetime. So we say things like that. But more importantly, you can be in a different lifetime, but deal with the same problems, the same issues, the same challenges. We find this very much with relationships, where, you have, that's a totally different marriage. Oh my God, 20 years ago, I was so young and stupid. We just got married when we were whatever age, and I didn't know myself. She didn't know herself. And now it's a different, yet here you are, having similar challenges. Same themes. The theme keeps on repeating. The theme of my financial difficulties, the same theme keeps repeating. When you notice a repetition of themes, you've just identified tikkun. You've identified the idea that this problem or this challenge or my insecurity or my fear keeps on coming back again and again until I correct it, until I learn from it, until I strengthen myself in a certain way, until I've learned my lesson and did the thing or stopped doing the thing that I shouldn't be doing. That's how it works, and it will keep on repeating the same cycle, the same challenge, the same situation, different company, but they still don't treat me with respect. I thought if I changed companies, they would treat me better. Lo and behold, even though I did the interview and I did my due diligence, yeah, they treat me better in this way, but there's still the core issue. Maybe the problem is you. Maybe the problem is you are not advocating for yourself, or you are not. There's certain things that you're not doing, and that's why things repeat themselves. So this idea, it works from a micro level, a small level, which means from year to year, job to job, relationship to relationship. But it also works on a macro level, which is called reincarnation. Why I'm saying this in the portion of Noach? Because if you read the portion of Noach, in the Hebrew specifically, you'll find that the themes are very similar to someone else. Exactly what Noach is speaking to the Creator. The Creator is telling him to do certain things. It looks very much, the theme at least, and even some of the wording and some of the details are very similar to the life of Moshe, the life of Moses. The idea of saving a generation, leading a generation, building an ark. Moshe built the tabernacle. It doesn't say about anybody else in the entire Bible that, it says about Moshe that he did exactly what the Creator told him. And about Noach, Vayas Noach k'chol asher tziva, right? That the Noach did exactly what the Creator told him. The Creator told him build an ark, and it says that he followed what the Creator says. And it says the different measurements of the ark, about Moshe, the different measurements of the tabernacle. There's a generation to save, except that with Noach, he didn't fulfill what he could have done. He could have brought world peace. He could have saved the entire generation. He didn't. All he did was he did the survival thing, which we spoke about yesterday. But he came back as Moshe, again, finding himself in a situation, in a position where all these people who were the same souls as the generation of the flood are now stuck in Egypt, being enslaved, being tortured. Moshe is outside of Egypt looking in and being like, wait a minute, this isn't right. Let my people go. Let me save them. Let me be the leader. Same as Noach, right? They're about to die with the flood. Let me save them. Let me build an ark. But Moshe corrected. We won't go into exactly what the correction is that Moshe made, that Noach didn't, but the point is the same. Things will keep repeating in our life. Lifetimes will keep repeating if we do not find what it is we need to change, what we need to learn. Right now, the life that you're living, this lifetime, if you looked at who you were in a previous life, you'll find similar themes. You'll find, wait, this is a little bit similar to how I'm living now, because things will repeat. It will be the same Groundhog Day, the same thing again and again until we learn the lesson. So that's a small lesson about reincarnation, which also applies on a micro level, meaning the same situations keep on coming back, and that the secret to solving the Groundhog Day crisis of the same things, the same problems again and again, and the same lifetime coming back again, the same is, if you ask yourself the question, why am I here? What am I here to correct? Why is this situation coming to me? Why is this in my movie? Moshe, again, the same situation. There's a people in trouble. I find myself to be the leader. He felt this is similar. I feel the same theme as a previous life. He felt it in his soul. I've done this before, but what didn't I do last time? What is my inclination? What are the lessons? Why is this in my movie? Why am I leading these people who aren't listening to me? Or who are listening to me? What is the lesson? Moshe's lesson he had to pray for the generation and risk his life for the generation. Noach didn't. He just built an ark and he said, guys, if you didn't RSVP, that's on you. I'm going. He didn't really take that extra step. So Moshe found that out because he asked, why is this coming to me? We solve the Groundhog Day crisis by asking, why is this in my movie? and also to understand on a deeper level, on a cosmic level, on a macro level, that every generation, it's just one generation. And it keeps on repeating, the generation keeps on repeating. This is why it's reincarnation. It's the same nation coming back again and again and again. And if I need to, with myself, between me and myself, recognize, why did I come back here? Why is the situation coming back here? Why is the same fear and the same challenge coming back? What's my purpose in this world? And that might be a daunting question. Like, I need to find that one thing. It's not about the one thing, but it's about asking. What this conveyor belt of tikkun, I need to say, wait a minute, what is my baggage? What is my luggage? I need to recognize what my thing is so I can pick it up and so that it doesn't have to come back. That's one of the big, again, this is a whole course we could do just about reincarnation. But just to set our minds to the concept that there's nothing new. This has been done before. The same challenge. I can break the cycle by asking, why is it in my movie? What is my spiritual work here? What did I not correct in a previous lifetime or in a previous opportunity? Recognize that, and we break the cycle, and we make a correction, and we reveal our light in the world and change the generation so that it doesn't have to repeat the same mistakes as before.
Boy, I tell you. Again, these are the things that you will hear on Kabbalah for Jamaicans segment. It's unfortunate that Christianity does not teach about reincarnation. Well, the interesting thing is that they really don't even believe in immortality, which is what Jesus promised, yeah? He who believes in me shall never die. But people say, no, he's talking soul. No, the soul never dies to begin with. It's the body that comes and goes, like we heard earlier. So, what Jesus was talking about was, if you believe in the life that he lived, not just him in the person, because the life of the flesh is in the blood. The life of the flesh is in a person's blood. So, yeah. So Raquel, did you hear that? About reincarnation? She must have stepped away. All right. But yeah, it's unfortunate that Christianity doesn't teach that, because truly that is the missing link, and if you believe that life is just one shot and you come and you live it up and you're gone, well, you're going to find yourself back here over and over and over again. And you don't get off the wheel until you finish your tikkun, until you make corrections. All right, that's the bottom line. So our key is to work towards not being here anymore. Because if we don't finish it in this lifetime, we have to come back. Yeah. So, here's another lecture, another voice note from Yosef Yeshiron, again about Noah. Yes. A comparison between Noah and Abraham.
Continuing with lessons from Noach, it says, Et Elohim hitalech Noach. Noach walked with God. Noach walked with God. What a beautiful description, right? Imagine they introduce you to speak at a college, right? And they say, this individual, walks with God. I mean, we would all be flattered. Yet comes Rashi and says, Uvavraham hu omer hitalech lefanai. But about Avraham, it says that Abraham walked towards God. Hitalech lefanai, walk towards me. And there's a big difference between walking with someone and walking towards someone. What's the difference? Noach היה צריך סעד לתמכו. Noach needed support. He needed help. He needed somebody to walk with him. אבל אברהם היה מתחזק ומלך בצדקו מאליו. But Abraham was righteous and strong independently, and therefore he walked towards the Creator. He didn't need anybody pushing him. He was a self-sustained, self-motivated towards the light, towards anything that's good for the soul, towards the Creator. And these are the two levels. And we, by the way, we need both of them. That's why Noach is a thing. Noach is not bad, righteous, but a different level of righteousness. There's righteousness where I'm following along, I'm going with, I'm playing along, right? Whether it's the universe pushing me, whether it's my coach, teacher, my friend that's giving me advice, telling me, supporting me. There's that. And then there's the self-motivated. The self-motivated is completely different. It's when you have a true burning desire to go towards my next level, to go towards the Creator, to go towards not the things that are part of the physical body and comfort and selfishness, but go towards a connection to the divine, connection to the Creator, self-motivated to share with others, self-motivated to add value in the world, self-motivated to serve with excellence. That's self-motivated. That's Abraham. Now again, we can't all be Abraham all the time. We need to go back and forth. But we need to at least have that distinction within ourselves. So let's look at our spiritual life and see how much of it is like Noach, how much of it is like Avraham. With Noach, it's Et Elohim italech Noach. Noach walked with the Creator, meaning the Creator had to literally hold his hands and go with him. I need somebody to tell me what to do. I need, there's something happening at the Kabbalah Center, a cool event. 30 people are going, I'll stay home. 1,000 people are going, I guess I have to go with the Creator, right? There's already a train moving, I guess I'll hop on the train. Avraham, self-motivated. No one's telling me what to do, but I see the Creator in front of me, and I'm walking towards. I see my next level in front of me, I'm walking towards. I see an opportunity to give and to be kind. No one's telling me what to do. No one's being kind around me. I'm going to be kind. That's the difference. So when we talk about Noach being a tzaddik, of course Noach is a tzaddik. Of course, when you walk with the Creator, when you're going along and participating in being a good person and doing the spiritual things, of course that's righteous, beautiful. But I need to also have that distinction of where I need to be going. There's a reason why Noach, he was successful in physically saving the world, but unsuccessful in actually being a proper elevator of consciousness. He was not a good preacher. He was not a good teacher. He just literally saved people's physical bodies, which is important, right? But he's not the person we learn from in terms of spiritual teachings. We learn from Abraham. We learn from Abraham's descendants. That's who we want to learn from teachings-wise. Noach was unable to teach because he just did pretty much the bare minimum of survival, spiritual survival. So let's look at that. Where in our life are we just surviving? I'm not studying all the time. I'm just doing a little bit. Surviving. I'm not doing all the kind actions. I'm just doing a little bit. I'm not, I'm alive. I'm not progressing as fast as I need to or want to. I'm just in spiritual survival mode. That will get you towards living, existing, which in Noach's days was the big thing, right? When the world is about to be destroyed, you want to be in survival mode because that's what it takes to survive. But now that we're all good, you don't need survival mode anymore. Now you need thriving mode. For thriving mode, you need to be like Avraham, who is self-motivated. So one of the things that we can ask from the Creator this week, as we learn about Noach, is to help me be more like Avraham. Yes, Noach was in survival mode, that's important, but I want to be self-motivated. I want to have true desire without anybody else telling me. If I don't have that kind of desire, let's two things. One, identify it where I need more of that Abrahamic desire of I want to walk towards the Creator. I want to walk towards, preemptively, I want to initiate walking towards my next level, towards my soul. And if I'm not there, and I identify that I'm not there, I can ask from the Creator, help me, give me a desire. I'm asking, I have a desire to have that desire of motivation. Help me with clarity, help me with motivation. When we ask from the Creator to give us a desire, the Creator provides. Because only through self-determined, self-initiated desire, self-initiated spiritual actions, work, study, only that can really last. Only that is real. That's why the whole process of spirituality began with Avraham. So for us, we can't call ourselves spiritual. We can call ourselves surviving, but we can't call ourselves spiritual unless the good things we're doing are motivated by ourselves and not motivated by, oh, look at the people around me doing it. I'm doing it with. Rather, doing it towards. I see it. I have a true desire to accomplish, a true desire to serve, a true desire to be good, a true desire to go to my next level, and whatever that looks like for me. For some of us, it means going to my next level in relationships. Sometimes it means overcoming certain negative behaviors, committing to do more positive actions, more study, more meditation, whatever that looks like for you, but a real desire. That is not just something that's real, but it is something that lasts and can manifest real blessings.
Thank you, Yosef Yesharon. I tell you, that young man there, full of wisdom, full of knowledge, and put things together pretty well. Yeah. So he does these daily inspirations, and these two are following the portion of Noah. So, yeah. Yeah, I hope that was helpful. It was for me, even hearing it for the second time. So, again, the more you learn how to take advantage of the cosmic openings that are made available to us. We just came out of a huge one, 22 days. Starting with Rosh Hashanah and ending with Simchat Torah. 22 days of strong connections to the light force. It's a time where Israel goes, the Kabbalist goes and draws down as much light as they want for the upcoming year. That's what those 22 days are all about. And ending with the 7 days of Sukkot and Simchat Torah. And again, the reason why Israel do those things is because it helps them connect to the light, metaphysically. Right? These rituals, these things that we do. Because we live in the world of action. We have to perform an action to connect to the energy that flows from above. And the more we know, the better off we are. Providing that the information that we have is accurate and pertinent. So I encourage you all to start making time on your Saturday to listen to the Torah reading. Send me a WhatsApp. Let me know that you're interested in getting this link, and I can send it to you. And my number is country code +1 516 965 5700. That's country code +1 516 965. Yeah. Country code +1 516 965 5700. Like I said, it's a very simple thing that you can do if you're home on a Saturday, or even if you're not home, you have your phone with you. Just connect wherever you're there. Listen to the lecture and the Torah reading. Friend, let me tell you something, okay? It's magical. Just listening connects you to the upper realms, allows you to draw energy, tap into the source, and draw down energy. So yeah, that's a Zoom link. And on Sunday night and Tuesday night, we have the 30-minute Zohar reading dedicated to Jamaica. And again, if you'd like to be, well, those of you who tune in on Tuesday nights will hear it because I broadcast it right after our program. Or I should say as a part of our program. And again, this Friday is a new moon of Scorpio. As the Rav says, it's the single most powerful day of the year. Right? Single most powerful day of the year. And a great day to start new ventures. Yeah. So, there you have it. And new moon of Scorpio. We're going to be reading the portion of Noah on Shabbat. And remember, when we listen to the Torah reading, we are getting a vaccine to protect us, right? We're getting a shield, a protective shield around us. Yeah. All right. So, friends, I'm going to leave you a little early tonight. Appreciate you being here, listening, because every person who listens, when they draw down the wisdom, it helps the entire world. When you start to incorporate these teachings into your life, everyone is impacted because we're all connected. Right? We're all connected. So, have a wonderful week, wonderful weekend, wonderful new moon. And when I see you Sunday night, we'll already be in the month of Scorpio. All right, friends, have a good night. I'm going to leave you with Luciano, 4i.
that you love me. You showed me that you care. And I told you that I needed you. And you said you'd always be here for us. Through ups and downs, you'll always be around.